What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got the 47th IPL match to go through. We've got the Rajasthan Royals. Well, they end up getting beaten, I don't want to say comfortably, but it felt pretty comfortable. It wasn't exactly, the most exciting match that we've ever seen, but Kolkata get it done in the end. They break their streak of 5 losses in a row, which they started the season with, 3 wins in a row, and now have lost 5 in a row, and now they get a win. So, hey, it's good to see if you're a Kolkata fan. If you're a Rajasthan fan, you're probably starting to get a little bit worried. If Yuzi isn't taking 4 wickets or Butler isn't making 100, they seem to be left in the dark a little bit to find runs and find wickets. So, just a little bit of a concern for Rajasthan, but they're still in the top 6. So, no red flags just of yet for Rajasthan. But, hey, if you guys are new, subscribe. You like cricket, subscribe. You like IPL, subscribe. You like anything, just subscribe. Let's go straight through it. Well, we're going to get straight into the review. And player of the match, none other than the man Rinku Singh. I mean, just congratulations to the man Rinku, aka Minecraft Steve. If you understand that joke, then you do. If you don't, you don't. But hey, he really, what the fuck? He really does have the... I just need to make sure I'm still recording. Okay, good. Sometimes when I get updates on my laptop, it seems to stop and crash, so I always have to check. But, hey, well done to Rinku Singh. Finished the game off in style, 42 not out of 23. He's good in the field. He's obviously very handy with the bat. And the IPL, can they update his photo? Why does the man Rinku Singh not have a profile picture? Damn, they're doing the man Rinku very, very dirty, but... hey, let's just get straight into it. So let's start off. Rajasthan Royals into bat first. Of course, Joe's Butler, the orange cap winner at the moment. He's only hit 3 centuries this year. Just a lazy 3 centuries. Starting to slow down a little bit. I don't think anyone expected Butler to average above 80 the entire tournament like he had been. But 22 off 25, just really couldn't get going. Hit them 3-4s, but... you just have to give credit where credit's due to the bowling of Kolkata. I thought they bowled extremely well. Didn't give Butler much length at all. Didn't give him, any really just short, medium pace crap. Like he's been facing a few average bowlers, and then he takes advantage of them. But they bowled to his weaknesses of Butler, so you have to give credit. They bowled really, really well. Deved up Padikkal. Shit. I just don't know what to say because... He did so well at RCB last year, and I wanted RCB to retain him. I thought he would have been the first guy that RCB would want to retain. They didn't. He got this move. He got picked up in the auction by Rajasthan. He's opening with the best opener in the world at the moment, on form that is, not of all time. Hell no, not for Butler. But yeah, I don't know where we're at. He started the season as this, he can swing from an opener to number 3 to number 4, but I still think opening is the best position for him in T20 cricket, but he needs to get a wriggle on the young... Well, he's not that young anymore, is he? He's like 22? Yeah, I checked this last video, actually, because I think I called him like 25, but he's actually 22, so my bad. But no, look, I just want to see him score some runs. Maybe it is worth just moving him down the order. Maybe you can move someone like a Rayan Parag up the order. You could even move Ashwin to open. I know he's been coming in at 3 recently. Big Ashy boy. He hasn't been amazing at number 3, but it might be worth another try. Maybe to give Padikkal a rest. Yeah, maybe. You got to do something. You can't just put him back in the same environment, the same situation time and time again, and then he keeps going out for scores under 20. It's just not good enough. So, we're backing you in, man. Dev'd up. Sanju Samson, though, the skipper, really the only shining light in this entire game for Rajasthan. 54 off 49, 7 fours and a 6. Not only the top scorer, but to lead the way as the captain, dig his team out of some sort of hole there. They were in trouble. I seriously thought Rajasthan were on track to get bowled out for under 115. Like they were in trouble. And then Samson, he really just settled. You look at 54 or 49 and you think it's a bit of an ODI innings. It's good, but it's not amazing. Like it's not a match-winning innings. But at least he gave his team at least some sort of chance to defend a total. Without him, this game would have been over in 13 overs. So, hey, credit where credit's due. He's actually having an underrated season, is the man Sanju. It wouldn't surprise me if he's almost in the top 5 for Orange Cap. We'll, of course, check that at the end of this video. Karun Nair, 13 off 13. Yeah, I still don't really know what the go is with Karun Nair. I mean, he's been around. He's played in the Big Bash before, right? How old is he? 30. So he's played. I know, obviously, he's been around. Yeah, I knew he'd been around for a while. I know he's played a few. Yeah, so he averages 62 in Test cricket. He's only played 6 games. Why? Why has he only played 6 Test matches and he averages 62? Someone needs to explain this to me. What's his high score? I have to check this. What's his high score? He did not hit a 300. Fuck off. He scored a 100 against England? Sure. I mean, I like him already. I mean, obviously I've known about him I didn't know he had scored a 300. Where was it? Was it on home soil? Shit, I mean, well done. I don't remember him scoring any sort of 100. That's remarkable stuff. Hey, well done to him, I guess. I still don't... I thought maybe there's probably a better option to come in at number 4, but shit, I mean, you make any sort of 300 against England, I'll back you in all the way, so never mind. Rian Parag, 19 off 12, hit 2 sixes. I mean, the tail end gave them at least something as well. Shimron Hetmeyer, who is just having such a great season and such an impressive season in the IPL this year. 27 off 13, 1 4, 2 sixes. Striker rate of 207.69, so haha. But, look, I mean, he's having, just a little fly past fucking distracting me, but fuck off! There's a little fly that keeps getting in my way. I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm saying. After playing for the Delhi Capitals last year, copped a bit of criticism about, going out so often, and he was playing at, this 6, number 7 role, which, I mean, he's still playing for this team, but he looks really good. I don't know what's changed all of a sudden. Maybe it's the slow pitches in the UAE that didn't go to his favour. But now he seems... I mean, it's not like the Indian pitches are exactly this fast track, unless you're facing Umran Malik, but... Hey, impressive stuff. I mean, he gave them something at the end. And Ashwin as well, inspirational stuff. 6 not out of 5. You look at the extras there, 9 extras. 5 wides. You can't be doing that. All right, into the KKR bowlers. This is, as far as I'm concerned, this is where the match was won. Actually, that's a lie, because we'll get into the batting in a moment. But Umesh Yadav, 1 for 24 off 4. Also had a maiden in there as well, which I believe was a wicket maiden. But, hey, economy of 6, this is what you want to see. If Umesh can be economical, he can take a wicket or 2. He's one of the better white ball bowlers in the world. I mean, when he takes a wicket or 2, bowls 4 overs, only goes for around 6 and over, he looks so much better. Of course, he's had a couple of, not so good games recently after starting the season so hot. So it's good to see the man Umesh back in with a wicket. And Cool Roy. Now again, I feel like I've looked at this guy and... yeah, that's right. So I had a look at this guy the other day. He's 23. I think, yeah. So that was his debut? Okay. Shit. I guess he debuted last night. I thought he had played a game. Okay, well done to the man, Ankul Roy. Let's see what Google says about him. Is Ankul Roy a good player? Let's see. In 2018 World Cup, nice one. He was a joint leading wicket taker. He's 23. Mumbai, Kolkata, of course. Okay, so we'll keep an eye out for him. Any young, exciting talent coming through the IPL, we want to be all over it. We want to know who is who. We want to be involved with the future of cricket. So don't you worry. We'll focus a little bit on him. If he does anything worth massive importance. But I guess, he takes his first wicket. 1 for 28 off 4. So well done. Well done. Take your first wicket. Well done. And they got a win as well, which is, good stuff. Sunil Narayan, is he the greatest economical bowler in IPL history? Like, seriously, this guy does not go for runs. He just hides the ball in the back of his hand and always just flicks out some random spinning masterclass from the back of his hand. I don't really know how he does it. If you haven't seen how he grips the ball when he comes into bowl, it is some of the most wizardry stuff I've ever seen. I'm surprised he hasn't broken his wrist about 6 times. The amount of turn that he gets on his wrist, especially when it's behind his body. I don't know how he does it, but shit, he's still so good at it. At the rare age of 62, he's doing extremely well. Shivar Marvi, 1 for 33 off 4. And the man Tim Southey, pretty expensive, but again, 2 for 46. You take 2 wickets, it doesn't matter. So well done to the big man, Timmy Southey. All right. So I just want to go through the wickets. So who did... okay. So the man Uncle Roy got out Karoon there. All right. Well, you take any wicket. Doesn't matter who it is, I guess. All right. Kolkata. They chased it down. I was about to say they didn't chase it down, but yeah, most certainly they did. Again, the formula is you win the toss, you want to have a field first, and then you just want to chase. It's as easy as that, isn't it? I mean, not every team can do it, but if you look at this game, you look at how good the Gujarat Titans have been chasing down totals, it's always the way to go. So, yeah, I think everyone knows that, but cool. All right, Baba Indrajith. I think this is his first couple games. I think he's played 1 or 2 before this season, but opening the batting. Is that a new position for him? I'm unsure, but 15 off 16, hit 2 fours. I mean, it gives you a little bit of something, doesn't it? It looks okay for a guy who hasn't played many games, but this opening partnership is just shocking. I mean, you cannot have a guy of Baba Indrajith who, with all due respect, hasn't exactly set the world on fire. I mean, again, let's go to his stats. How old is he? What's his potential? Who is he? All right, so, okay. He's 27. Ooh, you're a bit... I mean, that's still a good age. Who is he? All right. It says that he made his debut last game, but I can swear that he played at least 1 or 2 games already this year. Maybe Google hasn't updated their stats yet, but you just can't have an opening partnership of a guy who's barely played and Aaron Finch, who, with all due respect, just needs to retire and go and play some golf. Aaron, Finchy, I love you and your family. They're just great people. I don't know them personally, but look, they are. And I seen Finchy's Instagram post the other day of how Kolkata allowed his entire family to come over to India and, be around Finchy for the first couple of weeks. So you love to see that always. When IPL teams are nice enough to allow that and accommodate that sort of stuff. But 4 off 7, Finchy. I love you, mate. I really do. You've been one of Australia's greatest white ball players of all time. You just got to let it go, man. You got to let it go. I mean, I think he scored a 49 this year, and he looked okay in that. But other than that, gee whiz. I mean, 1 good score every 10 innings is just not enough anymore. My word, Finchy, you've just got to let it, please. And as much as I love Finchy, he's a great captain, a great person to have around any team. He's just a great guy. But, shit. I mean, even at the T20 World Cup for Australia this year, I'm sorry, Aaron, but I do not want you to be captaining or to be playing. I mean, you could maybe get him into some form if you play him against a Bangladesh or a Sri Lanka, and then maybe he can come in as an informed player, but gee whiz, Finchy, come on. I mean, especially when Ajinkya Rahane, who is, I don't want to say India's most loved cricketer, but they're always going to defend their own. So they're always going to want Rahane to come back in. And Finchy, I think that'll happen next game. I think they'll bring Rahane back in for Finchy, and they'll probably leave Indrajith at the top. But look, Finchy, yeah, that's all I've got to say. Shreyas Iyer, the skipper, look, he looked pretty good early. 34 off 32, stayed out there for a while. They built a nice partnership between these three here just to, not only win the game, but they all look like were firing on all cylinders. Nitish Rana, towards the end of his innings, he just went for it. That's a great innings from him. 48 off 37, 3 fours, 2 sixes. To have a guy after all of your top 3 go, I say this pretty much every video, but your middle order in T20 cricket is the most important thing in cricket. Like, if you do not have a good and a solid and a dependable middle order in IPL especially, your team's going to be effed up. I mean, you've only got to look at the Punjab Kings right now and look at our middle order, and then it's no surprise why we're playing so shit. But, hey, well done to Kolkata. I mean, they got a good win. The man Rinku Singh as well. Minecraft Steve right there, 42 of 23. 6 fours and a 6. Super impressive from the man Rinku. You love to see it. You love to see when players get opportunities and they make the most of them. So it always warms the heart when you see a guy just come out of nowhere and create an impact. You know, I'm sure he got man of the match. He gets an extra little match payment with it as well. And I'm sure he's probably only on like 40 lakhs a season or something. So, hey, that'll probably go straight to his family because he's a good guy like that. I know. All right. The Rajasthan bowlers could not get it done. Big bolty boy. Actually bowled kind of well. 1 for 25 off 4. Prasid Krishna. Krishna's... maybe we expect too much too quickly from certain players. But after last year, I was certain that Prasid Krishna this year would be a dominant pace bowler of the entire competition. All right, my mic just cut out there at the end. But I was on here trying to talk about Prasid Krishna. And I thought he made his T20 debut for India against Sri Lanka, but it seems that he only played a few ODIs. So, I mean, he did look pretty solid in them ODIs as well against Sri Lanka. So, I really thought he was a massive chance to win the orange cap this year. Look, again, he is only 20... I was about to say he is only 26, but 26 is probably the years where you want to become into your prime bowling self. You look at guys like Dale Steyn. He was just the first guy that came to my mind, but he was as good since he was 15, so maybe not. But I really thought he was going to dominate this year. Hasn't exactly dominated, but he's still been all right. So 1 for 37 off 4, we like that. Kuldeep Sen, who's been another pretty solid in these last few games, 1 for 28 off 3.1. Ravi Ashwin, just not having a great season is Ashy boy. None for 33 off 4. And the man Yuzi Chahal, he didn't take a wicket, so that's disappointing. But none for 31 off 4. That's okay. You'll get him next time, Mr. Yuzi. That's okay. So, hey, that will cap it off. Great win from Kolkata, but let's go to the table. Let's go to it. Alrighty, here we go. We've got Gujarat Titans, of course, at top. No surprise there. LSG in second. The 2 new teams at the top. We're going to have to change that. We do not like that. No, we actually do. It is nice to see new teams actually playing well, because these new teams could have come into the competition and been genuinely both so shit, but they're not. They're both the top teams, so well done. Rajasthan into third, even after losing last night. They've lost their last 2. They're still third position. They're going pretty well. Sunrisers in fourth as well. They're surprising a few. RCB kind of sitting where we think they would be, that 4th to 5th best team. DC in 6th. Oh, you're kidding me. Kolkata in 7th. Punjab are in 8th. Damn it, why? Why are you... Okay, let's move on. Let's go. CSK are in 8th, and if CSK win one more game, they will, I think, go ahead of us on net run rate. So we could be second last by tomorrow, because we play a game against the Titans tonight as I'm recording. And if we lose and CSK win their next game, we're fucked. Oh, man. If we finish 9th, I will literally be so upset. Wow, I'm getting a bit emotional and teary at the moment. Mumbai as well in 10th, who, if we finish somehow 10th, then that's when I don't even want to speak about what I'll say. All right, the orange cap, Jossie Boy Butler. Again, he's sitting top. He's not going to go. Rahul in second. Look, the top 2 are pretty locked in at the moment. Abhishek Sharma, Shreyas Iyer, both up there with 324 runs each. And the man Hardik Pandya still hanging on to that 5th position with 308 runs. I feel like I haven't watched him bat in about 5 weeks. So he'll bat tonight against Punjab, and no doubt he'll make a 405 against us tonight. So that's great. The purple cap, Yuzi still on top, even after not taking a wicket. Kuldeep in there as well, of course. Natarajan still there. Umesh in 4th. Umran in 4th. And the man Hasaranga still in 4th as well. All on there. So we've got a tight battle here for the purple cap. As long as one of these 2 top boys win it, I don't care. I would like to see Umesh win it, but I don't think he'll take enough wickets. I mean, it would be a pretty cool story to see Umran Malik come out of nowhere and win it, but he's probably just a little bit inconsistent at the moment to take enough wickets every game. And obviously Hasaranga, I mean he's pretty good, but I don't think he'll take enough wickets, so unfortunately for him. All right. Yeah, into the last thing before we cap off the review. Here we go. Tonight's game preview. The Gujarat Titans versus the Punjab Kings. Oh boy, we better win. Woo-hoo. If we do not win, this season is over for us. I will call it here right now. If we do not win this game tonight, Punjab, the season's done. You can throw in the towel. The season will be over for us if we do not win tonight. Oh wow. I mean, we're playing the best team in the competition. I'm pretty scared already. I mean, we're about 10 hours away from the first ball being bowled. I'm pretty nervous already, so it's going to be a long day. But hey, that will officially cap it off. A great win there from the Kolkata boys. Break the streak of 5 losses in a row. Hey, that'll cap it off, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I'll see you guys in the next one.